And good morning. It's 7:04 on this Friday, January 26th. It's time to head to Studio B for Coleman and Company.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. Here we are on a Friday morning. It's cloudy and overcast, but pretty warm out there, and a fantastic Friday going for us. We are on the air for Wilson Bank and Trust each Friday at this time. Kevin Sanders joins us this morning to do the commercial. Kevin is a Senior Vice President and Wilson Market Leader for Wilson Bank. Good morning.
Good morning, Coleman. How are you?
I'm well, and it's good to see you again. You've been here a few times.
Just a few.
How long you been with the bank?
It'll actually be 19 years in May.
Well, you might make a...
I'm finally an adult there.
What you got for us today?
That's right. We are here to talk about the Southern Home and Garden Expo presented by Wilson Bank and Trust. It's coming up February 9th and 10th at the Farm Bureau Expo Center. So this is just a home services. We used to call it the Construction Expo, but rebranded it many years ago to the Southern Home and Garden Expo. And just excited to bring everybody out there. It's been going on since 1993, so it's hard to believe. It's a long-standing event, long-standing tradition here at the bank. But this year we'll have a special guest, Brooke and Bryce Gillum, from the hit TV show Making Modern with Brooke and Bryce, featured on the Magnolia Network, Discovery Plus, and Max. We'll have over 125 vendors. It's a sellout show, completely full. We're actually on a wait list right now for vendors. So now we just need everybody do their part and show up as well, too. We usually expect over 3,000 attendees annually over those 2 days.
Well, this, as you said, been going for a number of years. It's been tweaked a little bit, but the general idea, I think, is the same and has been the same all this time.
That's right. Yeah, it's an event that offers products, services, advice for any type of building, remodeling, home improvement projects, decorating, landscaping. It's all under one roof. If it's home service related, you're going to find it there.
And a lot of people do come and get ideas, see what's new, see what's different.
That's right, and good thing is it's a lot of all local vendors. So for the most part, so we are excited to be able to help our community business members as well too. So speak with in addition to the vendors there, our bank team will be there, so you can talk to all of our professional lenders there to discuss. We'll have expo only loan specials and even some deposit specials as well too. So get it all under one roof.
Well, I know this is something that's kept fairly secret. You don't spill the beans, as we say. You don't tell ahead of time. You've got to come and find out what that great interest rate is.
You've learned well over the years. That's right.
But it is a substantial. From what I understand, a substantial discount, if you will, and well worth your time being there to get this if you're so inclined.
Absolutely. If you're planning on remodeling, building, and you're going to need a loan, we'd love to be able to talk with you. I think it's well worth your while. Plus, you're going to be able to get out and see all the new things, new trends in the industries in home building, remodeling, and such as well, too.
I guess that does change really every year. Now, the trends don't change necessarily that often, but there's something different and new every year.
Right, and we also, I don't know the exact vendor count difference, but we have a lot of new vendors this year as well, and also our staples as well too. So, the show changes every year. You have your same staples, but it's good to bring in new blood as well too.
And I think a lot of the vendors have maybe drawings, opportunity to win some money or some prizes.
That's right. There's going to be a lot of different giveaways from the different vendors that each one will be hosting. We know of at least over $10,000 of giveaways that we've recorded. We've got, I know the bank is going to be giving away a Blackstone grill. I think everybody needs one of those, right? We've also got a $250 gift card presented by MasterCard as well, too.
Now, what are the dates for this again?
Yes, the dates are again February 9th and 10th at the Farm Bureau Expo Center at 945 East Bador Parkway here in Lebanon. It's Friday, February 9th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and then again on Saturday, February 10th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Well, I'm trying to think ahead. Isn't that 2 weeks from now?
I believe so.
Yeah. 2 weeks away, and you got plenty of time to plan for it. And this is, one of two big things that Wilson Bank does, the other than being Oktoberfest. A little bit different thing, but community involvement 100% both ways.
Absolutely. Yeah. We love to get out and see our customers and also our small businesses in the area.
Well, how's business in West Wilson?
It's great. So we are blessed to be in the Mount Juliet and Wilson County market. So I can't complain one bit.
Well, you've been doing this for 19 years and made your way up to assistant vice president and West Wilson market leader. That's a little more responsibility for you for all that's in all the branches in the western part of Wilson County.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, we're certainly glad to have you with us today, Kevin Sanders, and we'll remind everybody it's Wilson Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. They're still here, still independent, still committed to you. Excellence in banking since 1987. Thank you so much. All right, we're approaching 10 minutes after the hour, and it is Friday, and Fridays we feature our Friday Senate report with Senator Mark Pody.
Good morning, Coleman. What a great day.
Well, a little bit foggy out there. We're going to find out how great it is weather-wise a little later, I guess.
Yes. But no rain today, but it's coming in this weekend. But I got to tell you, it's been a very, very, very busy week. There are a lot of things happened, and I got to go on overdrive for just a minute. Coleman, we had our fairs, and they had their awards and such. And, of course, we got an awesome fair here. And the fair team, they had the awards in Murfreesboro, which was absolutely an incredible night. And then, last night I was actually at a dinner in Nashville, and I was a speaker there. And as soon as I was done speaking, I jumped in the car to try and make the chamber meeting last night. And it was an incredible meeting that they had. I mean, the room was packed. It was wonderful. They really did an awesome job. We got a tremendous chamber here in Wilson County.
Well, we do, and I've got to brag a little bit. Two of our advertisers who were with us yesterday each won awards last night. The Distinguished Alumni Award went to Ronnie Kelly, who was here for Bates Ford yesterday, right now, at this time yesterday. And Jay White, who is with A.G. and Johnson, got Business Person of the Year. And, of course, they come on each Thursday at 7:30. So I thought that was unique, to say the least.
Absolutely. And I got to tell you, so Jay was actually down at the Capitol this week, and I had an appointment to see him, so he was in the office. But my committee kept going. So I missed it because my committee ran over, but Jay's a great guy, and just want to congratulate both those and all the winners last night. It was great.
Well, we'll get to the others when we get time. But what else? What else?
Right,
you got
so
for
the next thing I want to talk about is potholes, and if somebody's seeing a pothole, or if their car is damaged by a pothole, you want to make sure you call our office or call 833-T.Fix. And report that, because if your car was actually damaged by that pothole, or your tire or whatever, you got to prove it. But you can get that repaired. But we want to know where those potholes are so we can get them fixed. But it's 833-836-8349. And
which is 833
T.Fix.
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 All right.
And potholes are out there, and they're going to be more, because this is the time of year. It's going to, when you have the freezing and thawing, we get more potholes. We don't have as many as we had last year, and we've changed the mix of how they're doing it, so they should be getting better from here on out. But we still have some issues of blacktop that was put in, the wrong type of blacktop. I don't want to say it was wrong. They tried experimenting some with blacktop, and it didn't work out as well as it could have.
It's good to know that they want them to be reported, and hopefully by reporting they're going to get repaired a lot quicker.
Absolutely. Now, we got a couple things coming. The bill filing deadline is next week. So all my bills are pretty much in line, and we probably had over 100 and some bills that were brought to us. And it's hard to sort through because there's such good ideas. But we try and work them down that we can say what are going to be the most likely bills that we can get passed that'll have the most effect on the most number of people, that we can get a House sponsor to go. And so we've got all our bills pretty much done and filed, but the deadline is next week. So we're about done with getting new bills for the year.
That deadline pretty much set in stone.
Yes.
You don't move it.
They don't move it. Even though we were gone for a week, they left it the way it was, and which is good. We're still going to have, another 1,500 bills filed this year. That's a lot of bills to consider, plus all of them that we had rollover from last year. I will tell you one bill that you and I had talked about here that I was carrying. It was the about lanyards for teachers, so they had an ID that they could use and such, and it's totally optional. Nobody has to have it if the teacher doesn't feel it's right for their classroom or whatever. That nobody's forcing them to use it. But we got that through, and that's actually now going to be available for school systems to apply and help it being funded by the state. So it's no cost to necessarily the school systems. They've just got to make the application to the safety grant. Now, if the safety grant doesn't have the money, or if the school systems choose something else that they'd rather have, they can. But it's just an optional thing that we've got for the teachers. It's going to really help, I think, make our teachers feel a little bit safer, as well as our parents going in, that we really did something to have an effect on school safety this year.
Okay, it's about time for us to take a break. Let's do that right here. Senator Mark Pody is my guest, our Friday Senate Report here on Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks to our friends at Absolute Kubota, they'll help you rent the right tool for the job. The Kubota Orange Rental Program makes it easy to rent the right equipment. Stop by Absolute Kubota, check out the U35 excavator or the SVL 75 compact track loader, 1506 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. We have seen a couple of accidents out here right now. We're already seeing that slow traffic on 65 north and southbound up around the Portland area. That's that northern part of Robertson County that's just been giving us problems all week long. If you're coming down from Kentucky, you're going to run right into that slow-go traffic on 65 southbound there at the Portland exit. Traffic's starting to build pretty good now on 24 westbound, passing Bell Road coming in from Murfreesboro. 65 still looks pretty good right now through Franklin and Brentwood. Hey, 24/7 reliable crane and rigging services here in Middle Tennessee. It's Tomahawk Crane and Rigging. They're online, tomahawkcrane.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Join us at the 2024 Southern Home and Garden Expo, presented by Wilson Bank and Trust. Take your home to the next level by connecting with local vendors, exploring new products, and meeting our experienced lenders who can help bring your vision to life. Visit the Southern Home and Garden Expo at the Farm Bureau Expo Center in Lebanon on Friday and Saturday, February 9th and 10th. There will be exclusive prizes and giveaways, so don't miss out. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, this is Dr. Derek Gregory, and I'm proud to announce to you the opening of our brand new dental practice, Gregory Dental Group, at 1746 West Main Street, just across the road from Sports Village. Come experience modern dentistry at its best. We're always welcoming new patients, and I truly look forward to taking the best care of all your dental needs. Come by or call us today.
That's Gregory Dental Group, 615-444-0322, or online at myLebanonTNDentist.com. Gregory Dental Group, compassion, knowledge, skill.
We continue our Friday Senate Report. Senator Mark Pody, what else would you like to talk about?
So a lot of things are going to be clearer for what's happening in the state when the governor comes out with his State of the State. That's going to be probably a week from Monday, so it's coming very close. And that's going to be where the budget's going to be presented, of what his budget is. Right now we've got a very flat budget. We don't have any extra money, so it's going to be a little bit harder for any kind of new programs or whatever. But Tennessee is in one of the best financial conditions we've ever been. We've had a lot of growth recently, and we've done a good job in setting some money aside. And Coleman, I got to tell you that when I talk to other legislators from other states, they are not in the same condition. They don't have their pockets, their saving accounts set aside for a downturn like we could have. So Tennessee's done a very good job in our financial condition.
Well, I think you and a lot of others want to keep it that way.
Yes. So as we're going through this, it's finding a way that we can prioritize and say what's going to be the absolute most important things that we can do to make sure that the needed services get out there wherever we can. TennCare has actually been able to save some money, and they're going to be returning some of the money back to the general fund, substantially more than we had anticipated.
Well, that's good.
Yes. And it's good to say that some of the things that we put in place are actually working very well right now. Something else that's going on, Coleman, as we're doing the bill filing deadlines, we're going to be able to see what other legislatures are putting out for their priorities. The governor's got one. It's going to be the school voucher type bill. I think that is going to be his number one priority. I've not even gotten to see that bill, so it's hard to know whether it's a good bill or not yet at this point.
Well, what's coming up this next week?
So as we're going through, committees are full, and we're starting to go through. We're going to be sitting down with every single department, and they're going to have to report back to us what they did and what they're looking for the next year. We want to actually analyze everything that the departments are doing before we vote on their budgets to say, what did you do with the money we gave you? And we sit down and they actually go through a question and answer process with us as legislatures. I think that's one of the things that we've done to make sure we have been very effective with the money that we've been given by taxpayers, that we just don't say, here's money, now go spend it. We want an accounting. What did you do with it, and how effective was it? If there's programs that aren't working, we need to get rid of them. If there's programs that are working, we need to find a way to expand them if they're being effective.
Well, let me ask this. You're kind of waiting for the governor's budget and the state address and so on. Is there a little bit of a lull, or is there some downtime between now and then, or are you going to be just as busy?
Now, we are just as busy. Now, the governor can present his budget, but it is actually our budget in the state legislature. It is the money that's supposed to be allocated from the state legislature to the governor to use. He's giving us his suggestions and what he would like to do and what he feels would be best for him to implement the laws that we passed. But it is up to the legislature to determine what that budget is. So even though he can say this is what he wants to do, the final responsibility is the legislature to pass a budget. So he can say anything he'd like, but it is our responsibility.
Anything leaked out yet? That's where he's headed?
Not yet. I will tell you one of the things that I've got, probably my number one bill that's left that I want to do is infrastructure. And TDOT gets right now $2 billion per year, $1 billion from the federal government, $1 billion from the state. I want to get another $1 billion from the state to TDOT. That would give us a $3 billion budget for the state, and we need to get more money to fix our roads. Our roads are not keeping up with where they need to be. If we look across the nation, we're still one of the best ones rated, and we have no debt. We're one of only, I think, 6 states that don't have debt for our roads. So we've done a really good job, but we can't keep going with the pace we are unless we get more money there. And I'm trying to get another $1 billion.
How do you feel? What's been the reaction as you have talked to your colleagues about this?
So everybody is very supportive of it. And they say, Mark, that's a great idea. However, they're asking the same question I ask, is where does that money come from? Because I'm not going to raise taxes. So I've got to find a way to do it. And I've come up with a very strong way that I think that I should be able to get through. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the money that's coming in from the sales right now that we have on new cars and used cars and tires, those 3 sources, that generates about $1 billion a year. The reason I'm picking those 3 sources is, number one, they're user fees. If you buy a tire or you buy a car, you're going to use it on the road, whether it be an electric car or whatever, you're using it on the road. Number 2, it's stable. People are always buying tires, whether things are good or bad. Your tires wear out. You're going to need a car. And number 3, it is going to keep up with inflation, because what cars cost today, it's going to be more 5 years from now or 10 years from now. So that amount of money will continue to grow for our TDOT and infrastructure. What I have to do is just find a way to get that to TDOT without disrupting our general fund right now.
Well, good luck.
All right.
Senator, I have already told you that we were going to cut your time a little bit short today if one of my guests showed up, and he is here. I want to thank you for being with us. We'll do the Friday Senate report again next week, but if you will indulge me, we're going to switch horses here in the middle of the stream. You have a good week, and we'll see you next Friday.
Coleman, I love this guy and what he's going to talk about. This is absolutely awesome for our community, so yeah!
All right. Let me introduce Jody Atwood. Jody, good morning.
Good morning, Coleman.
It is good to see you. And let me just explain. When I told you to come today, I had forgot to pencil in the Lebanon Senior Citizen Center, who are always here on the last Friday of the month. It's my total mistake, but we're going to accommodate you. We're going to accommodate them a little bit at the expense of Senator Pody.
But very good. Thank you very much, Senator Pody.
Good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing great. We finally got back to school after the Snowmageddon or Ice-mageddon, whatever you want to call it. But it's good to be back.
Well, you've been the girls softball coach at Lebanon High for a while. You've come and talked about what we're going to be talking about today more than once. It's always good to see you. You don't seem to change much. Maybe a little more gray hair.
Just a little bit. Coaching does it to you sometime, but yeah.
Okay, what's the benefit we're doing?
So we are doing our annual chili supper and silent auction for the Lebanon softball team. That's going to be here in a couple of weeks, February the 10th, which is the Saturday before Super Bowl Sunday. Yep. At Lebanon High School. It'll be from 4 to 8. We're excited about it. We got over 100 auction items ready to go. We got parents that are working really, really hard getting things set up for us. It's our main fundraiser for every year. We typically, again, have silent auction, and then we have a chili supper, $10 tickets. We sell them at the door, and our players are selling them as well. But it's a great community event that's come and go from 4 to 8. We're also going to sell donation tickets. Bridgestone Firestone has donated $1,000 value in new tires. And I know people need new tires all the time, so we are selling those as well, and we'll draw that night for a winner for those 4 new tires.
If you don't mind me asking, approximately what you have a goal or how much you expect to get out of?
We always have a goal of $10,000, and we've exceeded that goal the past 2 years. I'm happy to say. It takes a lot of money to run an athletic program. I know 24 years ago when I started, it didn't take that. It still takes money, but now in the thousands and thousands just because of inflation. I mean, just a dozen softballs, you're talking $105, and we go through about 12 dozen a year. So you can do the math there just in softballs. Yeah.
But this does go a long way to keep the program solvent.
Absolutely. And like I said, we have a great community that support all of our athletic events, and we just want to invite everybody in the community February 10th to come to Lebanon High School and help this good cause.
Talk about your team and how you've done. I'll be honest, there's too many to keep up with.
Well, I'm excited about this year's team. I mean, every team's different. They're going to take on their own identity. We start practice February the 12th. We start our season in March, the second Monday of March, and actually in Gulf Shores. So hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer whenever we get a chance to go there and play in a tournament. But I've got 6 seniors. I'll mention them real quick. Morgan Stearman, Lily Huddleston, Andrea Huddleston, Lena Knight, Adeline Stevens, and my daughter Josie Atwood, who actually is my right-hand woman. She's my manager. And so when things don't go exactly right, she knows exactly what buttons to push, so to speak. But just excited about them. Great leadership. They've been with me, all of them, for 4 years, and so they kind of know what to expect. And we got a really good young bunch, too, so a good mix of some older players and younger ones, too, and I'm really excited.
Well, now, do you have a conference or a region or a district or something that you play?
We do. Actually, our district changed this year, so our district is Wilson Central, Cookeville High School, Smyrna High School, Laverne High School, and Stewart's Creek High School. And so I'm excited about the new district. So Green Hill and Mount Juliet are not in our district anymore. They're actually in the district with Sumner County. So we won't, I think we play Mount Juliet, but, we don't have the same districts we've had in years past. It's a new district, but it's exciting at the same time.
And you have tournament at the end of the season. You could be state champs if you go that far.
Well, if we go that far, I know, Green Hill won it last year, and they had an exceptional team. All of them pretty much are coming back. And so we've got just Middle Tennessee is blessed with a lot of really good softball teams. And like I said, if we're fortunate enough in May to get through districts and get to regions, I mean, who knows what can happen. I always tell our players, I don't really care so much how you play in March. I really want to play our best in May. So we'll see what happens there.
There's time to improve, to get better, to develop your skills in the early part of the season.
Oh, absolutely. And if you're not doing that, there's no staying the same. You're either getting worse or you're getting better. And so, our players, for the most part, are working extremely hard to do that very thing and have, now and continue to as the season goes on.
You said 6 seniors?
6 seniors.
What about do you have?
So I've got 3 juniors.
All right.
We've got 6 freshmen. And I've got 4 sophomores, and so we're a good mix of different groups, but I've got a big senior class. I've got a big freshman class. Our freshman class I'm excited about, too. We've got some really good athletes that we'll have more speed this year than we've ever had since I've coached at Lebanon, and softball is a speed sport, so I'm excited about that.
Well, you're going to be stronger pitching or hitting or?
Well, we have all of our pitching back from last year, so that's good. We didn't lose anything, so I expect that to be a strong point as well, just for the fact that we do have some girls that can pitch, and in fast pitch softball, you can't ever have enough.
Yeah. Well, what about your hitting?
You got to score runs to win, right?
Yeah.
So that's my forte. I love hitting. One thing that I loved when I played baseball is hitting, and so we will always have girls that can swing the bat. I feel like that we're going to be able to score some runs. It's just the key of keeping the other team from doing the same.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how many people in our audience would remember, but I can remember when you played Little League Baseball and all the home runs you hit up there at Baird Park. And you didn't stop there. You played at Lebanon High. And then
played at Lebanon High, then went to Cumberland and played for Coach Hunt there, and actually coached with him a year and got my master's degree. But time flies. But I remember those days too at Lebanon Bank and Kiwanis Little League, and then of course Burchett Ford. I played for when I was in the Babe Ruth League, and but it was good times.
Well, you've been quite an athlete in your own right, and now continuing to teach others how to hit and pitch and run and all those good things. Well, I tell you what. One more time, just real quick here, your event.
Our event's February the 10th. It's a chili supper silent auction to benefit Lebanon softball at Lebanon High School. It's at the cafeteria. It'll be from 4 to 8 on February 10th. We invite the community to come out. You can buy tickets there. We have over 100 silent auction items, from Predators tickets to, we got a mini motorbike. We've got all kinds of different gift baskets and gift cards, some really, really good items. And I can't thank my parents enough for putting everything together. We've got Mary Beth Stearman and Kevin Stearman's house. They've got over 80 items already packaged out, ready to go. So we're excited about February 10th.
All right. We come back. We'll go through this again with you real quickly, and then we'll get to our other guests. But right now it's time for a break. This is Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways. It's all brought to you by our friends at Bates Ford and the Works Vehicle Checkup. To make sure your vehicle is ready for any road, $59.95 up to 5 quarts of oil, tax and disposal, tire rotation and safety check. 1780 Franklin Road. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. The police are on the scene working an accident on the 2800 block at Charlotte Pike as traffic starts to really increase even more out here past the airport on I-40 as you come into Hermitage, Donaldson, in from Wilson County, arriving in this area. Still a slowdown up there in the northern part of Robertson County. Here we go again. 65 south is slow there at the Portland exit, delaying those folks coming out of Kentucky into Tennessee on 65 southbound. Prince's Hot Chicken has you covered for all the playoff games with catering. You can order on that mobile app. Check them out at princeshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
It's tax time, and Cars Unlimited Tax Service is locally owned and has 33 years of experience in preparing taxes. They do upfront loans of $250 to $6,000. They're also an authorized IRS e-file provider. Call 615-449-2955 or stop by 1006 West Main Street in Lebanon. Cars Unlimited Tax Service stands ready to help you prepare your taxes.
Calling all Cumberland baseball fans, this is Randy Salas with Cumberland University Baseball. Believe it or not, the college baseball season is just around the corner as the Cumberland Phoenix open the 2024 season on February 2nd in Florida. But before that, be sure to join me, Coach Ryan Hunt, and Cumberland senior Tim Hollick for Batter Up, our season preview show on Tuesday, January 30th at 7:05 a.m. on the Coleman and Company Show. We'll talk about last year's national playoff run and discuss the outlook for this year's team. Don't miss it, January 30th at 7:05 on the Coleman Show. Batter Up.
Mostly cloudy skies expected through today, warming up to a high of around 59. Showers become likely after midnight tonight. That low back down to 44. This weather forecast is brought to you by Walker Auction and Realty, professional auction and real estate services. Get top dollar for your home, land, or personal property. Log on to MikeWalkerAuctions.com. They know auctions. Let's look at your forecast. I'm Stormy Clausen.
We continue. Welcome to part 2 of Coleman and Company here on a Friday morning. Time now to talk with our friends, the C&D team of Exit Rocky Top Realty. Two of them with us today. today. The usual two, as I say. We've got Miss Judy Cox. Good morning.
Good morning.
We've got Miss Medina Hementola. Good morning.
Good morning. I love the miss.
We remind you they are all at Exit Rocky Top Realty, 1330 West Main and Lebanon. Great people, great service. They're people you can trust. All right, Miss Judy.
Well, I just wanted to thank everybody for coming to the Chamber banquet last night and thank the Chamber staff and everybody that had a part in it. It was a wonderful event and well attended. The room was full.
Yeah.
And the food was wonderful. I think Wildberry Catering did it. It was wonderful, and the program was great. And just sitting there celebrating all the presidents, all the past presidents, to see them walk down there. And as they walked down, you thought of all the different things that person did for the Chamber that year. Because, you know, we've been around here long enough to know what they all did. And it was really interesting just to see them walk and the year that they dedicated of their life. Because it's a dedication of your life for a complete year. And a little bit more than that because you're getting ready for it the year before. But to see them and all the accomplishments that they helped this county achieve, it was just a really good celebration.
Yeah, and they read off all from the very beginning since 1924, and a lot of those who are no longer with us, I remember them and
that's right.
What they did.
That's exactly. I think the first one
that was there
was 1979, which was Eddie Callis, and it started with him. But as they walked down, just to see those men and women that contributed their lives for a year for the Chamber, we want to thank you.
Yeah.
Because we are enjoying the things that they accomplished during those things.
Absolutely.
But it was a great event. We really enjoyed it.
It was a great event. Yes, it was.
So anyway, I was going to talk just a second about appraisals. A lot of people go, okay, I got to wait for you get the contract, get the inspection, got to wait for the appraisal to come back. And people go, well, what has that got to do with it? Well, if you're buying a house and you're getting a loan, your lender is going to make you get an appraisal because they want to make sure that the house that they're giving you the loan for is worth what they're giving you the loan for. So that's how they protect themselves, the lender. Plus, it protects your buyer because if they are paying too much for a house and it doesn't appraise, they've got to make that decision then. Do I put the extra money in myself or do I turn around and renegotiate this price? Because you don't want to pay more for something than it's worth. But during this market, the last 2 years, people paid way more than what it was worth, but it didn't matter. A lot of them were paying cash, so they didn't even care if there was an appraisal or not. Because you don't have to have one if you're not getting a lender, say. And then a lot of people will, if they're going to list their house, they say, I want to go on and get an appraisal before I list it. So I know this moment in time what my house is really worth. And that's fine. We help you set that up if that's what you want to do. And we'll get the appraisal. And one of the benefits of that, you know what it's worth when you start out. Plus, it gives you the exact square foot measurements of each room. And one day we're going to talk about the tax map versus what the tax map says your house square footage is and what it really is. We're going to talk about that one day. But anyway, the appraisal, and we always say, well, we'll do a CMA for you and tell you what your house is worth. Well, CMA is a comparative market analysis. And people go, well, what's that? What we do is compare the houses that have sold the last 3 to 6 months that's comparable to your house. And if they sold for, $150 a square foot, then we know that your house is worth about $150 a square foot. But that's just a moment in time because tomorrow a house could sell for $160, which changes that CMA.
Yeah.
So you, as agents, we have to keep watching. There's been times we've raised the price of a house because the market went up. And then when the market goes down, you got to get with your seller to make sure they understand that it's not going to be exactly what it was going to be. So, there's advantages to get an appraisal. It's up entirely to the buyer or to the seller because the seller pays for that appraisal, but the buyer pays for their appraisal when they purchase your house.
Good.
So I'm going to let Medina talk now.
It's my turn. Well, just to let you know, we had Snowmageddon last week, and of course we're raining and hopefully no flooding this week. So, but the season is starting to turn to where we're going to start seeing a little bit more sunshine, a little bit more daylight in the afternoon. So people are beginning to get out more, start looking a little bit more. The springtime is coming. It's only so many days. I forget, somebody had said 67 days or something until 7 o'clock. It's still light outside.
Right.
So people are starting to get out and look, and they're starting to think about their own house of, okay, I've been in this house long enough. I've been shut in it long enough. I'm ready to purge a lot of stuff, and I want to either go to a bigger home, or I need to downsize because this is way too big. So this is the time to start looking to either put your house on the market, or you want to start looking. So if you are looking to put your house on the market, give us a call and we can come over and talk to you, walk through your house with you to give you some advice as what you need to do in order to get it ready for the market. And then if you're looking to buy, then we can meet with you and go over all the steps we need to go through in order to get you ready to purchase a home, make sure you're pre-approved and all that stuff, so you know what price range that you're in. There's nothing worse than looking for a house, you don't know a price range, and then you fall in love with a house, and then you can't afford it.
Right.
That's just not good. So give us a call for any of that, and we're starting to get phone calls of owners that says, hey, I want you to come out and tell us how much our house is worth. We getting ready to put on the market. So we're going to be having some coming up, and we're having some appointments made. So give us a call, and we'll be glad to help you through that process. We make it as stress-free as possible.
615-443-3130. Somebody answers the phone 24/7.
That's right.
All right.
And remember,
Yes.
don't make a move without us.
All right. Y'all have a great week. We'll see
Thank
you next
you.
Friday. All right. We're 20 minutes before the hour, and unlike Elvis, Jody Atwood has not left the building. One more time, we're going to let Jody tell us what's happening in a couple of weeks here, I believe it is.
February 10th.
All right.
February 10th, 4 to 8, Lebanon High School cafeteria. We've got a chili supper and silent auction to help benefit the Lebanon softball team. You can buy tickets from any Lebanon softball player, current softball player, or at the door. That $10 ticket gets you in the door for chili dinner. We have not only just spicy chili, we have regular chili, we've got white chicken chili, we got soups, you name it, plus desserts and a drink, and it'll get you into the silent auction for over 100 items that we have to choose from there. It goes for a great cause to support our softball program in 2024, and I can't thank the community enough for everybody that has donated so far. And I can't thank my parents and players enough for their hard work so far. It's going to be a great community event on February 10th, and we invite the community to that.
Well, I want to thank you for coming out to talk about it, and hopefully you'll reach your goal of 10,000 and a lot more, and have a nice trip down to Gulf Shores, I believe. The girls will have a good time, and hopefully you will too.
Well, we hope so.
Especially if you're winning.
That's exactly right. That's the key to the game. Thank you very much.
Jody, thank you. Good to have you. All right. I want to welcome Jamie Phillips with the Lebanon Senior Citizen Center. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Coleman.
And how are things?
Everything is going well.
Well, we're glad to have you with us as always. And here on the last Friday of the month, we talk a little bit about how much ever month is left. Sometimes it's even the last day, but we got a little bit of the month left next week before February arrives, and then we got February to talk about, right?
That's right.
Well, where you want to start?
Well, first of all, a lot of seniors are probably wondering where their newsletters are. You would normally have them by now, and they are on their way. With the snow, it kind of just delayed everything, really, because we were closed that week. So
yeah, you were closed. We went. I'm confused.
Well, we were closed for MLK Day, and then Tuesday through Friday we were closed. All week.
Yeah, all week, and then we didn't go back till Tuesday of this week.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So that's actually 6 days.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I can understand why they might be a little late.
Yes. But
they have you mailed them?
Not yet, but they're in the shipping process, so we hope we'll have them by Monday, and we can get them out Monday.
Well, as long as you get them before February, you're doing pretty well.
Yeah. So,
but a lot of times they're a little bit earlier than this.
Right.
Okay.
That's correct. So, February, we have our big Valentine's Day banquet. So, as far as activities go, it's kind of laid back so we can, be prepared for that big event. We do have a lot of bingo going on. it's been a while since we did an in memory of bingo, and we'll have one of those next Friday, February 2nd. Like I said, our bowling, this month we had a larger crowd, and we hope to continue to see that grow. We have a good time.
I guess it's just one place to bowl here in Lebanon.
Yes.
I know of.
Yep, Pro Bowl.
Padua Parkway over there to
Pro Bowl West.
Pro Bowl, yeah. Pro Bowl West. And you're getting a few more interested in that. Now, there's a nominal fee that goes with that, I understand. You get your shoes and,
yes.
and 2 games of
two games. It's $8. That's 2 games, and it includes your shoes.
Yeah.
We are having a really good time. So I encourage.
Do you bowl?
I do.
Yeah.
I'm not wonderful, but sometimes I get a strike. Sometimes, maybe once a game, which is better than none, I guess.
Well, how do you pair up and you bowl? You have an opponent, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, so normally we've only been using 2 lanes, but last time we used 3. So I think there were like four people per lane, and then one of them had 5. So, it's, I guess, I don't know that we're really bowling against each other more so than just having fun.
Well, okay. Well, when you're playing golf, you're trying to have as low a score as when you're bowling. You want the large score,
right?
Obviously, 300 is a perfect game. I doubt you've had any perfect games.
No, but Danny Honeycutt is a good bowler. I'm not saying I haven't seen a 300 yet, but I've seen him up there.
Really?
In the 2s. I mean, not quite like.
Well, it's been a long time since I bowled. I think the one time in my life I got over 200.
Really?
213. I kept a little line thing in my billfold for years. I don't know whether I've still got it or not.
I'm lucky if I break 100. So.
But it's fun, and more people are doing this. When's the next time you're going to bowl?
That is Tuesday, February 6th, and we go at 1:30 this time. We were doing bingo before, and I kind of just like going bowling.
Okay.
And,
All right. Well, we've come to the time when we need to take a break. Jamie Phillips is a program director for the Lebanon Senior Citizen Center, and we'll talk more with her after we go to a break on Coleman and Company FM 98.9.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks to our friends at Absolute Kubota, they'll help you rent the right tool for the job. The Kubota Orange Rental Program makes it easy to rent the right equipment. Stop by Absolute Kubota, check out the U35 excavator or the SVL 75 compact track loader. 1506 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. An accident. This time it's westbound on 24 near that Jolton exit. It's already slow on 24 eastbound. This time of the morning trying to get past Whites Creek Pike there at the Jolton exit. Again, the wreck over in the westbound lanes. Still very slow. 65 south coming down through that northern part of Robertson County, delaying those folks again coming out of Kentucky. On 65 south there into Tennessee through Robertson County as it loads up pretty good over here by the airport. On I-40 westbound as you come past Donaldson Pike. Princess Hot Chicken has you covered for all your playoff games with catering. Check them out online for more information at princesshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Do you really want to know how much your house is worth, but you don't really know who to call?
We make it easy. Just give us your address and give us a few minutes to walk through your home, and we can give you a market value price.
There's no cost to you to find out. Call us today and just see if you really want to sell.
And like we say, don't make a move without us.
Call Judy Cox or Medina Himmentoller at Exit Rocky Top Realty. C&D Team 443-3130.
1.5 seconds left, no timeouts. Here's your season. Negron gives it to Bird. Bird for the win. It's gone! He did it! College Hoops is back, and so is Cumberland University on the radio. Join me, John Boyce, in the booth for every Mid-South Conference game this regular and postseason for both men's and women's Phoenix basketball. Conference games are every Thursday starting at 5:30 and every Saturday starting at 1 o'clock. Phoenix basketball is right here on 98.9. Cumberland's a winner.
All right. right. Thanks for joining us. Our final segment here for a Friday morning, and Jamie Phillips is with us. You've been on the job for a little over a year?
Well, not quite a year. April will be a year.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, whatever.
I don't feel like I've been there even this long, but that's because I'm having fun.
Well, you have this newsletter that goes out, which you told us earlier will be in the mail shortly, and people will be getting that and tell all about what some of what we're talking about this morning about February. But this the big thing is this Valentine fundraiser, and it's on a Saturday night. What's the date?
February 17th.
And I know tickets are on sale. I think a number of them have been taken, but I understand there's plenty left at this moment. And Patty keeps telling us every day that she mentions this that there's going to be more dancing and tunes and music and this sort of thing than auction items this year. There are a few things to be sold at auction, but not as many. And she's going to insist that there's more entertainment than auctions.
That's correct.
That's what she said,
Yep.
right?
Yes.
Several times.
Yep. Every day.
So if you want to, of course, to help the cause, this is definitely a fundraiser, one of the bigger ones that the Lebanon Senior Citizen Center has. And tickets, I understand, are going fast, but some are still left. And you can get them, call the center. What's the 615?
449-4600.
449-4600, and inquire about that if you will. We've, I guess everybody missed bingo for several days there when the center was closed.
Yes, but like I said, we do have quite a few bingos scheduled for February, so we might make up for it. Michael Etzel will be there today with his bingo as well, so that's a good one.
Well, there's several people, and there's some that I see when there's bingo. Even if I don't know their name, I recognize their face. That I know they love bingo because that's when they're there.
Exactly, yeah.
It's a very popular thing, and for some people, you can't have it enough.
That's right. Originally, when I started, I was told a good number is like 2 to 3 times a week, and I strive for that. But I think we're kind of stuck at a two times a week. It allows us to do other things as well. So that's.
Well, you do you have to look for sponsors all the time, or do you have some that are pretty much regulars that you just assign them a particular day? How do you do that?
So it's not so much me looking for sponsors. Everyone is willing to, so I have a lot of people call me and want to sponsor, or they come in and ask to meet with me, but it is pretty regular. We might have like a new sponsor each month and just try to work them in and maybe get them on a rotation of some sort. Centerwell Primary Senior Care. I spoke with Corey the other day. She was in my office, I guess, for about an hour, and that's going to be a wonderful partnership. We've worked with them before, but going forward, we do have them on a regular basis, and a lot of educational things will be coming, and it'll be good.
Well, there is a lot going on. There are a lot of people who like to play cards, and I don't think I have ever played a card game. About the only thing I know how to play is rook. Anyway, I'm sure not a good poker player. You play poker at this?
I can play goldfish, and that's about it.
But rook and spades and
hand and foot, samba, bridge. Some things I've never heard of.
And you have some tournaments sometimes with the cards, right?
Yes. I currently have a spades and a rook tournament once a month.
Okay. And as far as pool goes, there's the fellows. There are a few ladies who play pool, very few. I can think of 3 or 4 that play regularly, but mostly it's a men's thing back there. But we've got 5 or 6 tables. Sometimes
6 tables.
They're full. And I have improved my pool skills. I've still got a long ways to go. We've got some really great pool players. I could name 10 or 12 and I would hate to say which one's better than the other. They're all so good and so much better than I am. I sometimes still will go back and just sit and watch their strategy, which ball they shoot, and learn a little bit that way. But pool is a big thing, and you have, I believe it's twice a month.
Yep, we have a pool singles tournament on the first Friday, and then a pool doubles tournament on the third Friday. Although we were closed last week, so we're having that pool doubles today.
Okay.
9
o'clock?
Yes, 9 o'clock today.
So pool doubles means you have a partner.
Correct.
Will y'all draw for that or do the pills or something?
We do, we draw pills.
Yeah, and work out the partner thing. And then whoever wins last is a champ.
That's right.
It's a tournament type thing.
Al Coker tried to teach me. I went in there, I guess, last month, and I don't think he was impressed. I don't know how many I got in, but very few.
Yeah.
And it took many tries.
Yeah. But anyway, it's pool doubles, and that'll be today.
Today at 9.
And then the first
Friday
is singles.
That's
and then
correct.
the third Friday is always doubles.
Yes,
and
sir.
Singles, of course, you play by yourself.
Correct.
But it's a tournament type thing, and you play till you lose.
That's right.
And if you don't lose, you're the winner.
That's right.
You have some prizes for that, don't you?
Yes.
Usually.
So every other month I have a pool doubles sponsor. So you normally play for gift cards.
Yeah.
That off month I just do free lunches. And pool singles is always a free lunch. But yes.
Well, it's okay to get a $4, and if it's on Friday, maybe a $5 lunch ticket. We haven't mentioned cornhole.
Cornhole, it's 3 times in February. I know we got, Tuesday we were supposed to have cornhole, but not many were at the center, so we just went ahead and canceled that one. But we'll make up for it.
All right, 3 times in February we have cornhole tournaments.
Yes.
And, there's some spirited contests there, and tell you what, the quality of the cornhole playing has improved tremendously. I used to win occasionally. I don't win much anymore, and I don't think my game is deteriorated. There are just others come along that are a lot better, and maybe whose skill they have improved. Anyway, it's a lot of fun.
It's impressive.
And anybody that anybody's a member is of course welcome to come, but if you're not, that might be a reason to become a member.
Right. It's a lot of good
fun. We got about 4.5 minutes, Jamie. What else you want to tell us?
We, February 14th, we just have a little Valentine's Day dance party, so come to that. I have a sponsor bring in some cookies, some really well-baked cookies, and then we'll just have other little snacks there. On February 19th, the center will be closed for President's Day. And that Friday before, we'll be closing early to gear up for that banquet.
Right.
Lucas Holman is coming back in February to give you garden tips about getting your garden ready for spring.
Lucas always has a joke or two.
He does.
He does a good job, and he keeps your attention, which is one of the things that is required of a good speaker, to keep your attention. He knows how to do that. But he does have a lot of information to share.
Yes, so we're excited to have him back, and maybe on a monthly basis. We're still working those things out. JW is coming back in February to have his little, hour or so of singing. And
JW Martin.
He is so, I said it last time, but JW is such a fantastic singer, and I really encourage people to come and listen. I think he does a great job.
He'll even, if he knows the song and you request it, he'll do it for you.
He will. He will.
Yeah. He did that crazy song. I got drunk the day my mom got out of prison. You didn't even know my name or something like that. Anyway, that's one that he did by request. Anyway, but he knows the lyrics to so many of them. He's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll tell you real quick something else. The music jam, we were doing that twice a month, but as far as like attendance, like not so many were coming, so we cut back to once a month, and we'll see where we are going forward, and maybe we can put it back on there. But for anyone that likes to pick or, play banjo, likes to sing, we do that music jam, and anyone is welcome to come and play. So bring your instrument and have a good time.
Yeah, and those that do that seem to really enjoy it.
They do.
What about karaoke? You got that in February?
Yep. We have Dennis on Tuesday, February 20th. Karaoke with Dennis Boone.
Well, karaoke is different from the jam. The jam is for really mostly for people who can play the instruments.
Right.
And that excludes a lot of us. But there are some of us who maybe can carry a tune in a bucket, who like to do karaoke and not have to play an instrument. So it works both ways, whatever floats your boat.
Yes, and they're actually back-to-back this month. Yeah. So, but it is a good time, and just encourage seniors to get out and, come to the center as a, just try it out and then see if you like it. I can guarantee that you will.
And you still have some exercise classes?
We do twice a week, Mondays at 9:30 and Thursdays at 9:30.
Yeah. And I think you're still doing some sort of sing-along or singing on Mondays.
Yep, sing-alongs.
Ben Blake and
Joyce Bryan.
Pretty much lead that, don't they?
Yes, sing-alongs are Mondays at 10:30. That is just the sweetest thing to me. I love hearing it. We also have the community, which is a new thing for our ladies. It's just a ladies group talking about love, faith, hope, peace, over hot tea and little cookies. So that seems to be going well too. I think at least 12 members each time. So.
Okay, Jamie, we've come to the end of our time. If you see there, it is 15 seconds before 8 o'clock, and thank you for being out this morning, and we hope you know more about the Lebanon Senior Citizen Center thanks to you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Coleman.
That's going to do it for Friday. Have a nice weekend till Monday. I wish you a fantastic day.